at 5 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
I'm Sandra Bookman in for Sade. Tonight, investigators are combing through what is left after that massive fire ripped through a 6-story apartment building in the Bronx. 8 people were hurt, most of them firefighters who had to battle flames and ice. The Red Cross is helping more than 250 people who lost their homes.
New York Mayor Adams went to the scene and checked on the families at a shelter set up inside a nearby school. Those families forced out into the cold after the flames broke out inside 2910 Wallace Avenue. This is in the Allerton section. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live at the scene with the very latest and what happened. Darla.
Bill and Sandra, it took 12 hours to get this fire under control, and the FDNY is still on the scene, hitting hot spots on this building. Just look at it. This is a massive, massive complex. It spans an entire city block, and every single person who lives in this 98-unit building was affected by this fire. I spoke to the woman, 31-year-old mother, whose apartment this fire started in. She said first the lights blew, and then she actually saw flames coming out of the light fixture in her ceiling.
I heard the crackling in between the walls. I told him, go wake up the kids. There's a fire, there's a fire. He's like, where? I don't see it. And then it started coming down from the light fixtures.
Just above that 6th-floor ceiling light fixture, the rooftop of this apartment building blazing like a torch.
We called 911. They were in the blink of an eye, and then everything just happened so fast.
Jerixa Guzman says this pre-dawn inferno on Wallace Avenue in the Allerton section of the Bronx started behind the walls of her apartment. She called 911, then ran out with her kids.
They were terrified. They didn't know what to do.
Just before 2 a.m. Friday, the FDNY confirming an electrical malfunction in the cockloft. The area between the ceiling and the roof led to the 5-alarm blaze in the massive 98-unit complex, which spans an entire block.
Out on the other side, but it started with the wind factor. It started coming to this side.
Everybody was still standing in the lobby at one point, so we didn't think it was that serious. Then we seen where the smoke was coming from, and then we start seeing flames, and the wind kept carrying it.
This afternoon, PS 76, just a few blocks away, now serving as a Red Cross shelter. Mayor Adams speaking with fire victims at the school early this morning.
This was a massive fire, and the wind played a major role in the conditions that we are facing.
Now more than 240 families, devastated and displaced, say they've been complaining about the building for months.
They have plenty of 311 complaints from me, from the fuse box always blowing up. So they will always blow. That constantly has to be changed 4 times a week. They know it.
There's no heat. Call 311 and you'll see all the complaints. No heat the whole winter.
These people just need to be more mindful with these buildings. People need to get more serious with inspections and stuff for these buildings, because we shouldn't have this electrical problem.
So right now we have been told that there is a full vacate order for this building. None of those families will be able to return tonight and for quite some time. And just a point of clarification, 93 families, 254 people at last count affected by this fire. As you can imagine, these are families who ran out of here in the middle of the night with only the clothes on their back. Donations are badly needed. If you have anything you might be able to donate to any of these families that have been affected by this fire, you can contact the Red Cross, or you can also contact the Borough President's office here in the Bronx, Vanessa Gibson's office. Reporting live here in the Allerton section of the Bronx, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Good idea.